Just one right here.
All right, so you guys put in the post or the form where you guys are with ring muscle ups, but I'd like to hear from y'all what the struggles are. So Amy, if you want to start.
I tend to put my feet way up high in the air, like right before the turnover.
Okay.
Especially on long straps.
Okay.
I can do 3, 4, 5 on a good day.
You said before the turnover, so
Yeah.
you're not catching your ring dip high, you're actually swinging high?
You know, like my feet, like when I kick and I go into the turnover, my feet are way up high.
That's what I'm saying, so
Yes.
it's after the catch.
Yeah.
So after
Yes.
the transition. Okay.
Yes. And then long straps are really difficult for me.
Okay.
I do the same thing as her, but probably worse. So when I turn over, my feet are like this.
Okay.
And I also have a hard time pulling when it should be pull and then send your feet back at the same time. I pull late and then my feet stay like this, catching me and fall through the rings. I can do them. I haven't done them in like a few weeks, but I know I can do them. Like I'm trying to do them. It's just technique that I have to fix.
Okay.
And the part where you pull and send your feet back at the same time. So.
Okay. How about you?
I feel like I don't use my hips effectively. When I'm fresh, I do. And then the more fatigued I get, the more I fall back on old habits. And the old habits are high kick, hips closed, turnover.
All
and then my
biceps.
feet are like up here. And it's just all my arms. When I'm fresh, like usually I am better at hips first, chest first. But like the more fatigued I get, the more it reverts back to old habits. And that's when I need to be using my hips the most.
Yes. Yes, 100%. Okay, so that helps because y'all are all in a very similar spot. So what I have on the board, there's a warm-up. You guys are going to run through 3 rounds of this because it's going to change as you go. The first part is going to be what we did at camp last time. So when you guys are on the box and you do a pullback, the second round, you're going to do a pullback with a face pull, and the third round, you'll do pullback, face pull, press to hips. If you need to warm up your body more before you just start pulling on the rings, you guys can do some standing. So these are a little low for this, but where you're just popping your hips and doing some face pulls if you want to get your upper body moving before you're going into that. So you guys will do 3 rounds. You're going to swing on the rings. I don't care what set of rings, just don't move these. 3 ring swings, sorry. Do your box pulls, and then we're going to do dip swings. Just staying in the bottom, you guys don't have to dip out, just to get you awake and moving on the rings. And pull. Good. Can you pull a little more closer to your chest?
Yeah.
There you go. Good. And then if you want to hop on a set of rings and do 3 swings. Do you want a mat down? Or you?
I'll probably.
I know you'll need one. Good, Amy.
This one's regular hip swings.
Yep.
Step 3.
3 to 5.
Okay.
Can you keep tension in your hands so you're not losing the rings?
Yeah, like when I'm up here, you mean?
Mhm.
Like that?
Mm-hmm. Keep pulling on them. There you go. Do you see how the strap's getting really loose?
Yeah.
Keep pulling on it. There you go. It's better. Good. Good. So when you guys are doing these, make sure you're actually thinking about keeping the rings really close. I saw some videos of your muscle ups when you turn over and you have a tendency to go a little wide, it makes it scary.
Yeah.
So if you think about pinning everything in close and like crushing something in your armpits, it's going to keep those rings a lot closer and you're going to feel safer. Okay. Do you guys remember the box drills that we did?
Ish.
All right. My shoulder is not really happy, so I will do my best to demo. And then I will talk you guys through them. So first one, you guys are just going to pull back. So you have straight legs. Back up.
So we all sat in the box for each other.
Uh-huh. So that's your first round. Second round, you'll add a face pull. And then I will try to add the hip press. So first round, pulling back. Second round, pull back face. Third round, pull back face, press to hips. Okay? So you guys are gonna go around with what we just did, skipping your standing face pulls. Hips up. Good. There you go, good.
How many?
35 days.
Otherwise, you're gonna kick her in the head. All right, here you go. Now you guys can actually have bent leg, or straight legs.
All right, I hope I stay behind this box. I think I will.
It's okay. You don't hit one or that bad, so. Try to pull straight back, not wide. There you go. Can you get it behind you? Good. That's good.
Off the box. Okay.
That's what we want.
Okay, we'll go one more.
Nice.
Set, not
Not since they've been raised, so I want you really thinking about keeping
Yeah.
it close.
Every once in a while, I'll try them at the gym, and I'm like,
Come down a little lower.
Our
There
rings
you
are
go.
all like in
Straight
rings,
legs, just
so
open your
I
hips
can
in the
do them,
back.
but I'm like,
So you're trying to bend through your knees?
Yeah.
Open
like the
hips.
stack
Okay.
of
Yeah.
Again?
dumbbells and kettlebells and stuff.
There you go.
the next part.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that a hard position to hold? Yeah. Do you
Remember?
do much in that position other than dipping?
What do you?
Holds,
Holds.
like static holds there.
Yeah, Griffin had me doing this for a long time.
That low? Okay.
He's like,
That's
extra.
the tall order right here.
Sorry, you're with some tall ones.
We're good.
So it's
Very good job.
here and then here.
Nice. All right, so what you just did there, you're gonna apply when you do your swing. Do you ever do face pulls?
With bands, yeah.
Think more like that.
Okay.
Initiate pulling the rings behind you and then face pull. There you go, it's better. Good. All right, make sure y'all do your swings on both. Swinging on the rings, you have a tendency to try to kick down. I want you lose tension.
Oh, okay.
So you do a really big arch in the back.
Yeah.
And then you're so aggressive, but it makes you swing down almost. That makes sense. All your power transfers down.
Yeah.
I want you to try to have a smaller swing.
Okay.
You don't need to get your feet so high in the back and
Yeah.
think about scooping up instead.
Okay.
See how she just barely hits each one? That's your goal. When you are practicing those, if you can get a little straighter arms towards the hips, that would be good.
Okay.
Pull back first. Think pull back and then hips. So pull these behind your head first. There you go, that's better. Good.
It kind of feels like it's too many motions.
It's really awkward. If you don't do them often, they feel very odd. You should have seen me in here trying to get warmed up. Nice, Stella. Do you see how she got her arms pretty
Yes.
straight? It's okay.
She's like pushing them to her hips.
Because that would be your push to turnover. Okay.
That's right.
Yep, those are very good. All right, so you guys have those drills. If you want to keep doing those as we move on, feel free to, especially that's going to help your catch. Because you're actually pressing down. French drill where you try to land with your legs on the box, hips open, and arms straight. No. Or do you not like them? I don't know what that face is.
I've never done it.
You've never done them? You have? Do you want to come demonstrate? I would like you to do them with straight arms. So you're going to finish here. Trying to pull the rings. So I don't even want you pulling.
Okay.
Arms are going to stay straight because you're my early arm puller. Look at the height of the box with your feet low. Much better. Yeah. Yep. Do you see where your knees went?
Where'd they go?
Up here to your chest, right where they are right now.
Okay.
I just want your feet above the box. So we want hips up, not
Like
knees.
kind of feet a little straight.
Yes, feet low. So the position you were in
Yeah.
for your pullback, that's literally what we're trying to land on the box.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Do you hear how you're stomping?
Yeah.
So your knees got up to here again, and your feet were tucked up, and then you just stomp them down.
Okay.
I want you to keep your legs straight the whole time this time. That was better. Freeze. Stay there. Pop your hips up. More arch. That's where I want you to try to land.
Oh.
All right, hop down and rest.
Maybe.
You can jump.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Oh, Amy, big jump.
Good, Amy. So you're trying to push the rings in front of you.
Okay.
Hold them back. There you go. That's better. Hips. That was a good one. Do you feel the difference?
Yes.
And you're gonna actually try to turn. Good?
I'm not trying to turn over. Right?
Not fully yet.
Just like a face or a hip pull.
Hip. You can do a face pull if you want, but just I'm focusing on the hips. Good? Ooh. Good. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So we're just gonna keep working between these two, and then we're gonna spin it up in the middle spot. Yeah. Good hips. Keep your arms straight. Where are you looking?
Oh, I don't know.
All right, see if you can figure it out this time. Straight ahead.
Yeah.
Are you able to see where your feet are getting to?
So the whole
Let's watch your feet.
is in. So it's just like.
Did you see them that time?
Yeah, it's like to the top of the.
Perfect. So when we go to turn over some muscle ups, that's how high I want you getting. Okay?
Yeah.
How comfortable are you with these?
I mean, I'll get comfortable with them. I do like the drill because I feel like it helps me learn that my feet shouldn't go that high and my hips should go first.
Are you comfortable with me spotting some?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm willing to whatever.
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 Okay.
Like, I'm just trying to learn.
Do you need grips or anything?
I don't use grips. I probably should.
Okay. I am not a big fan of grips on rings, I'll be honest, so I totally get it. Let's do one more set of the ring swings to try to feel a little more comfortable in that bottom position, and then I will spot some, okay? What are your feet doing down there?
So when my feet
There
are
you go.
here, now what?
Pop your hips.
Feet down first or hips first?
Think hips first. Come back.
What?
You could do it at the same time.
You
Muscles are
can.
there. I mean, you shouldn't, but like you were doing it.
Yes. I want you to think about almost throwing your feet up and then down. That way you get some movement. That might help you. There you go. It's better.
Alright, I'm gonna do some of these.
No.
That was the feet down first. So I want you to think about what all do you feel engaged when you're doing that?
Core
Core?
more than anything.
Okay.
And like glutes, I guess, during the hip hop.
Yes, that's great. You feel lats?
Not that much.
Okay. When you are doing your swings, can you try to engage your lats a little more?
Yeah.
All right, do you want to try one more time?
And then I'm going these.
Right here. Because we want to be able to apply it in our drills,
Yeah.
not just in the swings. And then I'm going to spot you guys on some.
So I felt my lats more than anything there.
Perfect. Okay. You guys ready for me to spot some?
Whoa.
Even less kip swing.
That was weird.
You don't need to swing that big, I promise. But even less. Put more tension through the swing, so when your feet are going behind you, I want you to push the rings forward more to create tension.
Okay.
But you don't need to do a bigger swing. You can get by with much smaller. Does that make sense?
Where did my feet go?
I did not watch that. Just based on where you got to, I know it was too high. Low swing. Small. It's better. Do you feel any different?
Yes.
Okay. Good or bad? Or
Good.
weird? Good? Okay. Your turn.
It's weird to catch here. Because you're like, I'm not pressing out hardly any.
It's not a bad thing. And then you also already know how to catch here, so when you get tired or it applies in a workout, you still know how to do that. Hi.
I can still do it.
No arms.
What?
I want you to think no arms.
Okay. It's like I still have to use them. Okay.
You do still have to use them, but I want you to think about everything else you have done.
Okay.
Are you just jump and go?
I'm gonna do. I like pull first.
You
a
pull
little
first
bit.
and then go?
Yes.
Okay.
But there's not gonna be an extra swing.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Should I just do another one?
Sure.
What now?
Come down.
Okay.
I would like you to go do some more of the kipping swings
Okay.
because you're letting your legs drop, but you're not creating any tension backwards
Okay.
to actually make your feet come back. You're just letting them fall.
Okay.
So if you're somebody that throws your feet up in front of you, actually pulling them behind you is going to help a ton.
Okay. So the dip, those ones.
Yes. Stella, you're back.
Nice.
I want you to actually settle into the dip longer on this one.
Okay.
I think when you rush the dip out, you punch out instead of keeping them close.
So hold it for a second. And then,
Just to make you feel a little safer on them.
okay.
Catch. Can you show me a front support hold right there?
Right
Just
here.
top of the rings. Yep.
Just
Literally just jump up. Can you turn them this way? Try and turn your knuckles out. Is that hard?
yeah.
I think we need to work some strength in that position.
Okay.
Because when you're on the top of the rings, they should be turned out, not like you're on a bar. If you're on a bar, you're internally rotating your shoulders, and that's not a very strong position when you're on something
Yeah.
unstable. Does that make sense? All right, let's go. Feet. There you go. Feet. So feet are good. You're forgetting to dip out when you
Yeah.
get your feet back, but that's okay.
Okay.
Um,
So
I-
like use the foot back to get the dip out.
Yes. Do you remember doing the swinging dips?
Yeah.
Do you want to add those in? You guys can spend a couple minutes. Do the swinging dips where every time you swing back, you're actually dipping out.
Okay. Actually.
Those,
Yeah.
remember that difference? Yes. Add those in and
Why
then
are
go back
the
to
long
fresh.
straps so much harder than the short?
You have to create a lot more tension on them, and the timing changes completely. So I actually think you create more tension with your upper body, but your lower body, you can almost be looser because you're not going to create as big of an arch because the straps are going to move more. That makes sense?
So what should I focus? Like, what's one thing I could focus on with my long straps? Because I know they'll be long at water pencil.
The timing is going to change, so know that your ring muscle-ups are going to be slower.
Are they hard? Do they have to be harder?
I don't think that they're necessarily harder. I think they're different, especially at the top. Like when you get to the top, you have to stabilize a lot more, so that portion is harder. But the actual swing, I personally don't think is any harder. I think you can breathe better on long straps because you have a longer time, but you have to be patient. So like as you swing through, you're gonna swing higher naturally without trying. Like with a straight body, you can naturally get up there. You don't need to kick your feet up behind you or anything. So just know that's gonna take longer, so your turnover is gonna take longer too. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if these muscle-ups take you, if they were to take you 2 seconds to do one, those might take you 3 to 4 seconds. I'm not literally, I don't literally mean that. If this takes you 1 second, that might take you a second and a half.
Like just like patience.
Yes.
Lots of good drills. Someday I'm gonna use my hips on rings.
Someday you
It's gonna be amazing. It'll be like 1 year before I retire from CrossFit, and then I'll finally get it, and then I'll be like, we're going all out. The hips are hipping.
Turn over and like keeping it close, and then
Honestly, holding the bottom of the dip.
okay.
I think that you're not very strong in that position. That's why it's scary.
Okay.
Now my pecs are all tired.
As somebody who was very timid on muscle ups for a while, like that was a scary portion for me.
Okay.
Especially I'm hypermobile, so I like to flop through everything.
Yeah.
Building strength in all the positions. So like literally doing holds here, doing holds halfway, doing holds as low as you can with muscles engaged
Okay.
because I will go as low as I can and turn nothing on.
Yeah.
So go as low as you can, but keep pressing down.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I think that would help you a ton, not just dipping.
Yeah. Because I think I'm strong enough to get out of a dip.
Yes.
I mean, you could always be stronger, but like it's the turning over and then sticking it, and being comfortable like this.
Yes, and if you know that you can hold that for 10 seconds, you're not going to be scared to turn a muscle up over because even if you're really fatigued, you know you can settle in there for a second and control your swinging back and forth and then dip out.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah.
So many more
Well, I learned that the problem with my muscle-ups is when I turn over, I'm kind of wide, high thin, and I need to be able to turn over and stick it, which will not only help physically but also mentally, and knowing that I can turn over and like hold it, because I have no problem getting out of it. I'm strong enough. So she saw a lot of things that I don't see, well, because I'm the one doing them, so of course I don't see them, but it definitely helps because I learned some new drills too, and now I know what the problem is with my ring muscle-ups.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. She's a good gymnastics coach. She helped. Yeah.